I'm going to build a small rockery feature here. This is Heidi's bit of the garden, and she's bought some alpine plants and she wants to make a little bit of a rockery. We've got a pile of rocks that we've dug out from the garden, so we need Heidi. So this is Heidi's plot. She wants a flatter area here to put some stuff on, but wants to build this up as more of a rock garden. There's a bit of difference between a rock garden and a rockery. Purists would turn their nose up at a rockery because that's usually a pile of soil with a few stones stuck on it, a bit like a plum pudding. So we're going to try and build in this small area a rock garden. So we need some rocks. So we need a rock to go in here. Okay. And then probably a rock to go this side, a fairly narrow one. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep bringing them. Right, so we're trying to mimic nature here, and rocks naturally form in layers. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put a first layer, put some soil in, and then build up a second layer. So it should look as natural as possible. So we're just putting like an edge really. Leave a few gaps to poke your alpines into. Thank you. It doesn't matter that they're all sort of different sizes and shapes. So they'll all come out in the wash. So when this is filled, there'll be room for one or two things in there. Let's level a bit out. Okay. So we'll continue to build. And even the rocks themselves have got some lines in them. So it's important to keep those as sort of horizontal as you can. There's some interesting shapes. Sometimes may have to move the ground around to make them fit. It's interesting that way. It's a nice one with some lines on it. And you can leave some little spaces at ground level as well for some of your carpeting plants. How far do you want it to go?
I would say about here.
Okay, we'll put some there. That's it. Shall we get this monster one in? That one there, because that's a bit of a feature. And it doesn't matter to me that they're kind of square, because that's how rocks form in nature anyway. So I think there's a bit of a gap there. Right, I think we're ready now, so we'll top this up with soil. And it's much better to use garden soil, if at all possible, than compost that you buy in the shops. Mostly because that's fibre based and it will over time decompose, and your rock garden is going to end up half the height that it was originally. So it's a good soil, it's got everything in it that you need. Plus your alpine plants don't want to be too rich anyway, because where they grow naturally is in rock crevices and things where there isn't much soil. So actually the leaner the better. So this little peninsula here we'll just keep as it is, I think. Makes a nice little first stage.
So how many layers of rocks would you normally say to have in a rock garden?
Well, on this size of rock garden, probably two, a ground one. Because if you mount it too high, it's not going to be stable. But it depends on the size of your rock garden. If you want to do a big one, it can go on up, you know, a couple of metres high with several layers. It all depends on your scale. I'm trying to get some of these weed roots out. the next layer, we'll just remember that some of these triangular pockets will actually house a plant, so we're not trying to cover those up. So let's get some more rocks in. Okay, that's a smallish one, that looks nice. So this is a pointy one, and to me it will fit in with this narrowing here, so just put that there. Room for a bit of planting. That's it. So there, it provides a little pocket there, and it's also a little bit sheltered because some of them don't like too much rain, particularly in the garden environment. And we can just leave a little crevice, we can fill that with soil. A nice planting cutter up here, and plenty of nice crevices where plants can grow. So your lovely mat formers are going to cover over some of those. Should be great.